What is going on, Miami Heat fans? It is your boy Ernest, and I am back with another Miami Heat Talk video. I'm excited, guys. Got a lot of great things to talk about, but first, before we get there, let's just discuss the elephant in the room. First and foremost, I want to apologize to you guys. I have not been able to post videos like I normally do. You're seeing why. As most of you know, I'm a professional wrestler. Almost 2 weeks ago, I suffered one of the most scariest injuries that I've ever suffered. It wasn't the injury itself, it was what happened. Unfortunately, a mistake was made, and instead of taking a safe landing, I was falling on the top of my head. I rotated my body in the last second, ended up landing on my shoulder. So instead of breaking my neck, which almost happened, I just separated my AC joint. So instead of ending my career, I'm out for up to 12 to 18 weeks. You know, it sucks, but it could have been a lot worse. You know, and for those of you that think that I haven't posted videos because the Miami Heat haven't been doing well, absolutely not. You guys know that no matter where we go in this season, you're always going to get updates from me, and they're always going to be as positive as possible. But I just wasn't able to the last 2 weeks, you guys. Shit has been really bad. Not only do I have this injury, I have a wife and I have 2 kids that I support. So it's been really tough, but things have been getting better. I'm feeling not 100%, but I'm on the road. You know, rehab, rest, recovery is really what I'm doing right now. So prayers are definitely needed at this point, you guys. I really appreciate you all. I'm really sorry I haven't posted anything, you guys. I know that's kind of been a recurring thing with me the last few months. It's really sucked, but I try to do my best. And here I am. Let's get off this mushy, negative stuff. Let's go positive. You know, let's talk about why we're here. Miami Heat basketball. And, you know, 2 weeks ago, things weren't looking really good. You know, I was looking to post a video. We were sitting 4-7. We were in the bottom of the East. You know, stuff looked really bad. But Miami's been on their bag lately, man. We've won 3 straight. We won a back-to-back against Charlotte, but I understand people don't think that Charlotte is a great team, especially with LaMelo Ball out. So those games were, you know, must-wins for Miami. Like, if we lost any of those games to Charlotte, I think people would have just been putting, you know, dirt in the Miami Heat, burying the team this year. But we won both of those games, but it was the true test last night. Last night we went against the Phoenix Suns. We won 113-112. Jimmy Butler saved us at the end with that block shot. It seems like Jimmy Butler has been having to go into Jim VP mode the last few games. Jimmy Butler is at a point where he will not let us die. And instead of bringing this out in the playoffs, he has to do it now. This sucks because we need Jimmy Butler 100% for the playoffs. But at the end of the day, guys, he's on Michael Jordan mode. He must win, and he will do it all means necessary, whatever he has to do. But it's not just him, you guys. You know, the players are stepping up. My boy Bam Adebayo defensively doing his thing. He's scoring. He is 4th in the NBA with most points scored in the 4th quarter. So we are seeing an offensive development for Bam Adebayo. We're seeing teams afraid of playing against Bam Adebayo. So this is amazing because you're seeing what Miami is truly doing, not just defensively, but offensively. We are stepping it up, and that's exactly what we want to see. Now, right now, Miami is sitting at the record of 7-7. We are 9th seed in the Eastern Conference. We are in the playoff tournament contention. But we're in a 3-way tie for 7th seed. 4 games down from first place. So even though Milwaukee and Boston pretty much have the reins of the Eastern Conference, it could go any way. We saw that last season. We're going to see the same this season. The Eastern Conference, one team's going to be the first seed one day, and then another team's going to be the first seed the next day. That team that was on first seed might end up in 6th seed 2 days later. You never know with this Eastern Conference. It is so tough. It is so competitive. But that's why I feel this Miami Heat team still have a shot. Because against any team in the Eastern Conference in a 7-game series, we can win. Just because we're sitting 7-7, you guys, does not mean we're that bad. Had just 4 or 5 games gone a little bit differently, we would have been sitting with maybe a 12-3 record, 11-4. You know, that's how I see this team. I see this team as good as most people see them, not just because they're my team, but because of the facts, because of what these guys are doing. Because when we are depleted roster-wise, when we are having guys that are down due to injury, other players step up and they have monster games. Guys like Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin. These guys are just biting at the crisp to be the number one guy. They're just dying to have that extra minutes, to have that extra scoring, to have the ball in their hands. So when a guy like Tyler Herro or Jimmy Butler isn't playing, these guys step up. It's what I love about this Miami Heat team. We praise the word culture, and these people think it's just a cute thing to sell on t-shirts, but it's the lifestyle that this Miami Heat team has. We are 11 deep. We got dogs on this team. We got guys that are ready if given the opportunity. Now, with that, with this dog mentality style, with this hard playing style, comes a problem. Injuries. That is what we've been dealing with. That is what we've been dealing with since 2015, since LeBron left. Every year that Miami is close, the injury bug comes again. Happened in 2015 with Wade and Bosh. It happened in 2016 with Bosh and Whiteside. It happened in 2017 when we were down 30-11. It happened in 2018, 2019 with Josh Richardson and Justice Winslow. It happened in the NBA Finals in 2020 with Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo. It happened in 2021 with COVID attacking our players. And we were hit again last year in the playoffs with multiple people being hurt. But that is the reason why this Heat team has not gotten to where I feel like they truly could get to. But injuries are just excuses. At the end of the day, you need to move forward, hustle, fight, and win. Now, right now, we're dealing with it. Omar Yurtseven just had surgery, so he's out indefinitely. Victor Oladipo, another guy, out indefinitely. We don't know when those guys are coming back. Guys, it's possible Omar Yurtseven and Victor Oladipo might not come back this season. We've dealt with this with Oladipo last year. We know that Oladipo is a big part on this team. By losing PJ Tucker this offseason, we were very confident going in with this team because we knew we had that Swiss Army knife called Victor Oladipo. We knew that if we moved Tyler Herro to the starting spot, our bench would not be that bad because we had Victor Oladipo. You could have started Oladipo and brought Herro off the bench or vice versa. But at the end of the day, this was the team that we were going to be rolling with. But the injury bug has hit us hard, so we've had to go with a different front. And even though we're not at the top of the Eastern Conference, I'm seeing these 9 guys gel. You're seeing them finally get the chemistry. Let's go through it, all right? We're 14 games in. We're 7-7. We're back to where we started in the beginning of the season. Now, let's see what this team can do. First and foremost, you got Jimmy Butler, averaging 21 points a game, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo, 19 points a game. You got Max Strus averaging 14. Kyle Lowry averaging 13. You got Gabe Vincent bringing you 10 points off the bench. You got Duncan Robinson and Dwayne Dedmon both averaging over 6 points. Everybody is doing their thing. But what we've seen about this team is that the games that we lose are the games that not everyone is stepping up to the point. Games that we win, it's because everyone is bringing it. Now, I know that's a kind of obvious thing to say, but let's be honest. Since Jimmy Butler had that 35-point outing against Charlotte, we have not had that one guy that cements himself as the guy. Miami doesn't have that. We don't have that bona fide number one star. Not until the playoffs when Jimmy Butler plays in God mode, but throughout the season, we don't have that guy. It should be Tyler Herro. During the season, Tyler Herro should be the guy, but he's not. He has one game where he scores 35, and then the next game he'll come out and score 14. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that he's not the guy. So Miami need to have that guy. Obviously, Jimmy Butler's going to have to do it now. But by Jimmy doing it this early in the season, what does that mean in the playoffs? That's why you needed Victor Oladipo, to help you with that, while giving Jimmy some rest going into the playoffs. Another guy I want to talk about is Caleb Martin. I said recently maybe it's tried to trade Caleb Martin or to look for another starting power forward. But when the guy's giving you 9 points, 5 rebounds, 1.5 steals, 30 solid minutes, maybe you really don't need to trade that guy. But an improvement, an upgrade, would make this team better. That's my opinion, you guys. I love Caleb Martin. I love Duncan Robinson. Duncan is the one that I really have the problem with, though. Because you're making $18 million a year, you're getting 18 minutes off the bench, and you're averaging 30% from the three-point line. You are supposed to be a three-point specialist. Max Strus is averaging 38% beyond the line, but he's averaging 9 three-point shots a game. Duncan Robinson is averaging 6 three-point shots a game, but he's only hitting 1.5. That's bad. That's not specialist number. It's not specialist numbers when the majority of your team has a better percentage than you do. It's like I've said before, you guys, we're kind of stuck with Duncan at this point. Duncan is not going to work for a trade for his contract right now because he still has 3 more years left in his deal. The last one's a player option. Okay? So it's not tradable because no team is going to want to take that. Now, give me Duncan Robinson that knocked 27 points in Game 1 against Atlanta. That might be tradable. But right now, a team is not going to throw a guy like Jay Crowder, Harrison Barnes, all these guys that we talked about for Duncan Robinson in a draft pick. We're going to have to sweeten the pot. How? I don't know. But I'm not willing to trade a lot of these guys. This team just needs one minor tweak. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to wait until the midseason. We're going to have to ride it with this team, do the best that we possibly can, stay in playoff contention, and hopefully in February, after the trade deadline, a disgruntled player gets bought out or he's traded somewhere and gets bought out like Jay Crowder, and then Miami can swoop in to sign the player because remember, Miami still has $4 million in our mid-level exception. We still have that $4 million biannual exception. So we can offer a player larger than the veteran minimum contract. So I do like that. But that's talking in a few months from now. We don't know where this team is going to be. So right now, we got to take it game by game. And as a Heat fan, you're hoping and praying that Miami can come with a larger winning streak than what we're doing now. We're in a 3-game winning streak. We got Toronto tomorrow. Hopefully, Miami can win this game and get a streak together. We got our major players here. Tyler Hero missed the game against Phoenix. Hopefully he comes back tomorrow. It's an ankle injury, nothing major. So hopefully we can come back full force. We know Jimmy Butler's going to take some games off. We know this. We know Kyle Lowry's going to take some games off because of the age. We know Dwayne Dedmon as well. So whenever a player takes off, we got to step up. We got to step up. We got to do our thing. So now I want to hear from you guys. Let me know, how are you feeling so far in this season? I've seen a lot of you say one thing and then say another thing. So how are you truly feeling? Do you think this team is still a contender? Or do you think a trade is necessary? Also, let me know how you feel about Duncan Robinson's play this season versus Max Strus. Let me know who you're willing to trade and who you're not willing to trade. I want to hear it all from you guys in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button, but most importantly, guys, hit that subscribe button and help your boy out. Sorry I've been gone, you guys, but I'm back. Screw my shoulder. I'm going to give you guys the best updates that I possibly can. I love y'all. Thank y'all. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said.